They don't have a chair for Skeletor?
All right, yeah.
It's all you now. Hit
It's all
us.
me. Finally, shit. I finally get some camera time. All
That's it.
right, so you guys, we have a very interesting question. We're gonna start a kind of like a discussion thing at the end of the segments, and I want you guys to let us know, like, how you guys are feeling about it. But I feel like this question today is going to be really great, and the discussion question is going to be kind of titled, what was I going to call it? The state of the cinema address, right? If you guys are in the US, you already know that there's like a state of the union address where the president addresses the United States and tells everybody about all the crazy thing that's happening or whatever. But we're going to have a state of the cinema address where we're going to just discuss some topic relating to cinema. And this week I want to kind of focus on one thing specifically. Have the film options for the last few years been very weak? Are we in a cinema recession? And the reason why I'm saying this is because I brought this up to Del Boy recently, and I told him, is it just me, or I feel like we lost that idea where every week we were looking forward to a new movie coming out. We were always looking forward to a new movie coming out, and we just don't have that anymore. I remember when I was younger in the 2000s and stuff like that. Every week I could go to the movies and watch something brand new. It was two to three movies I was interested in seeing weekly. We don't have that anymore at all. Like, it's dead, it's gone, it's lost in the water. Now, Delboy was like, I think so. He said that you believe that we still do have movies weekly that seem interesting, right?
Yeah, well, see, my opinion on what's interesting has changed from when I was younger as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're talking about the cinemas saturated with superhero movies. There was a time when there was nothing more important to me than that. Yeah. So my opinion on certain things have changed. So that could have something to do with it. But I do think if I go onto my local cinema to check what's on, there's always something there. There's always something different that I haven't even heard of, but there's something that might be interesting. It looks interesting.
But are you looking forward to it though? Like, I remember there was things that I look forward to. Even like, think about it. Like, Hannah just brought up a great point. Like, the list of movies that you're looking forward to every year gets smaller and smaller. Like,
Yeah.
I remember there was a laundry list. I mean, like a Santa Claus long list of shit that I wanted to see. And it's like, now it's shorter and shorter. And I just want to bring something up.
I will say that you're right. I mean, there was a time when there'd be a handful of movies. I couldn't wait to see those. Now, I don't know, but it could be just the way I am as well, because like I just not bothered. There is a couple of TV shows like The Tulsa King I was dying to see, and
that was that conversation that we had last time about TV series killing cinema, because the quality of TV series is going up, and then it feels like the quality of cinema is going down. Yeah. Now, I want to point something out to you. All right, some of these are TV shows as well too. So this really, really hits home my effect. I'm about to list to you all the movies that came out in freaking November. All right, and you tell me if 10 years ago we would have had a dry ass list like this: The Wonder, The Independent, Enola Holmes 2, My Father's Dragon, Weird Al Yankovic, The Estate, The Minute You Wake Up, On the Line, Dear Zoe, Something in the Dirt, Good Night Oppie, Pinocchio, Falling for Christmas, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. That's right. The first movie that you heard was Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, right? Yeah. Let me continue. The Fablesmans. This is after Wakanda Forever, right? The Fablesmans, Spirited, Paradise City, Poker Face, The Christmas Story, She Said, The Menu. That's another movie that was like kind of like talked about a little bit, but it wasn't really highlighted as much. That's 2. Slumberland, Bones and All, The Inspector, The People We Hate at the Wedding, Strange World, Glass Onion, that's number 3, Devotion, Nanny, Swimmers, The Noel Diary, White Noise, and The Sun. That is 3 movies on a list of how many that I just named?
I don't know. I like the idea of if it's that Del Toro. How do I say it to make the Latin Americans like me more? Mimo Del Toro. If it's his version of Pinocchio, yes, I want to see that. And Weird Al, I did want to see that. I was looking forward to seeing that as well.
But it's funny because Weird Al's TV, right? That's like an Apple thing.
But then it go theatrical, no?
Maybe, I don't know. I thought it was a TV thing.
But as
But
I
I'm
say,
just
like,
saying, like, off of that list that I just named, like there was only 3 that I can say really people talked about. And then even the menu people didn't really talk about like that. That just
yeah,
got
but
like
what
a
came
buzz.
out in November 10, 20 years ago that you is it just maybe it's just how you are, maybe you're older, those things don't excite you anymore.
No, it's
Could
not even that. It's just like there was something always to see. And did in that list, most of the shit I never even heard of. Have you heard of some of that shit?
Yeah, I heard of Pinocchio, I've heard of
Yes,
Weird
some.
Al,
Okay,
but
how about this? Majority of the films, did you know them or not?
no, but I would have felt the same in November in 1989. To
Nah,
be honest.
I really don't think so. There was always, I'm telling you, me and my aunt used to go to the movies all the time when I was younger, and we would see 2 to 3 movies weekly. And it was always something that we wanted to see, like that wasn't some, it wasn't like we were just gonna go see something just because. For the first time in my life, I have movies that I'm willing to skip and wait for them to go online. I have never done that. I've always been an ass in the seat. I'm gonna go to the movies to go see this movie. For the first time ever,
Maybe
I'm like, I could
spoiled
wait.
for choice. Maybe it's you got spoiled for choice, and you're just going to wait for that another time.
Not,
Do you know?
so you're going to sit here and not admit that this damn list of movies that came out is very lackluster compared to what we normally
Yeah,
get.
but see, I don't know enough about them. But in November 1990, I could have been the same then too. I wouldn't have known. I
It's
feel
not.
like we're
Look,
saturated.
as much you told me you used to go to the cinema all the time.
Yeah, when I
You
was
last week, could you have went to the cinema and there was something that you was looking forward to?
no.
That had I'm talking about something that released that week, not Wakanda Forever. I'm talking about last week. Tell me something that you were looking forward to seeing in the cinema that was released last week.
I'm not sure.
Tell me something that's getting released this week. Crickets, homie. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have known back then too.
Weak. But then here, I'll give you another one. When's the last good fucking movie you saw? Like that was brand new, that was original, not a remake, not nothing. We used to get them all the time. And then like there was a time where I could make a top 5 list. And it was hard as hell for me to do it for the best movies of the year. I can't do that no more. I can't do it no more. I just had this conversation with
this year. I will say, like, you know, like movies that came out and they blew you the hell away. Just like we're talking about Shawshank Redemption and stuff, just masterpieces. I'm feeling like our masterpieces are limited to like the films like The Northman, which, by the way, was good, but I don't think it'll be in everyone's mind and will have as much staying power as stuff I just mentioned. But you know what? I keep thinking it's part of I've got older. I feel like things are saturated and my interest in the things that were more interesting to me years ago isn't now, you know. And you know what? Those movies you brought out, some of them could be really good for all we know, you know.
No, I know, but I'm not saying it to shit on the movies at all. I'm just saying a lot of those movies sound like indie projects, and a lot of them haven't had no buzz. But think about it back, like I'm telling you, 10 years ago, this wouldn't have happened. I've never in my life been, I'm telling you, me and my aunt did this like every weekend for like a very, very long time, like religiously. Every weekend we went to see more than one movie, like 2 to 3 movies every weekend, most of the time too. Every weekend it was something new to watch. There was never no point where we was like, nah, I don't want to watch it. There was always something to watch. There's nothing to watch now at all. Like November, what was it? Wakanda Forever, and that's almost about it. Like really. And I want to highlight Hannah Jones. She said Parasite, but I wouldn't have seen it without the Oscar buzz. That's a damn shame. I remember when I went to go see Parasite, right? I was at a movie theater in Santa Monica, this movie theater that shows like indie films and shit. Like they always show like artsy indie films. And I saw the poster. I was like, yo, that poster looks tight. It reminded me of like a Kendrick Lamar album because they had the eyes blacked out. And I was like, that shit looked like an album cover. It looks really cool. I was like, just a poster got me interested. And I was like, cool. So I took a look because they used to have these little postcards when the movies was coming out. I took the postcard. I'm like, I'm going to go see this movie. And something happened. I wasn't able to see the movie. Then all of a sudden, Parasite got hella buzz. It got hella buzz. And all of a sudden they start releasing it in major theaters. Then all of a sudden it got the Oscar buzz. And all of a sudden everybody want to love Korean movies and shit like that. Look how long it took for them to love a Korean movie. Look how long it took for them to even acknowledge something foreign.
Squid
And,
Games
and
helped that as well.
you said what?
I think Squid Games have helped more people being interested in Korean movies. In fact, Netflix started doing more stuff like. Do you remember that there was a zombie one recently about school kids?
Alive or something?
It was a series about like school kids in Korea, and there was some kind of zombie apocalypse thing going on. I don't think it was called Alive.
See, but Netflix has always had an abundance of like foreign films in their catalog, but now there's more people actually watching them.
And they're dubbed for people like me.
Yeah, exactly. Because Netflix has been big on that. But the thing is, I've been watching a lot of Korean movies and Spanish movies because American movies are not cutting it anymore. They're not. It's not. Literally, there was like no. What's the biggest movie of the year to me? Like the best movie all around was probably The Northman to me. Like that's probably like one of my number one movies of the year. And that's not saying it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's not something I'm trying to hang my hat on. You get what I'm saying? Like that's not. That The Northman should be in a top 5, but it shouldn't be number 1, is what I'm saying. And maybe The Whale might take its place. I have yet to see the movie yet. I don't know.
Everything Everywhere All at Once was pretty.
I was just about to mention that too. But again, because of Parasite, people were more willing to watch a movie with an Asian lead in it. And that movie got a lot of buzz, and that movie moved because of the buzz. But I'm just saying, like, the thing is, American movies are lacking originality. I'm being honest. And then also, like, we can't keep blaming COVID for the reason why these companies are not putting out movies.
We're coming out of it now, so we can't really know.
Yeah, they're not putting out movies. It still feels like post-COVID where movie companies were afraid to put out movies because they were like, people are afraid to go to the movie theater, so I don't want to put this out in their bombs, and we put so much money into it. We're past that already, and they're still not putting out movies. It's bad. Yeah. We are in a bad state. And you know what I mean?
As I said, like my opinion was just that I think my opinion on movies, certain movies, has changed. I feel like we're saturated with so many things, and maybe superhero movies and remakes and all that. But the thing is that so my excitement level for movies has gone down. So I put it down to that. I feel like there's so many. It just feels like constant. Maybe because I'm doing YouTube now, I have to pay more attention. It just feels like there is a lot. And it's not just cinema. I know you're talking about the cinema in general. We're talking about all the streaming channels and everything that's coming out that just seems to be constant. So my brain is like that. Even like Weird Al, I didn't even know. I thought it was cinema. So again, did you know Pinocchio? You said was coming out in November. Is that
Guillermo del Toro's?
Nemo del Toro, is that his one or
Memo? Fool, not Nemo. What the hell? See,
I said Memo, but Memo. Okay,
Memo. Like, did you get the memo? Like,
was that his version? Is that out this month?
I think that's his version. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Looking forward to that, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, like, that's a pretty good, interesting topic there. What have you guys got to say?
It's true though. I think it's a valid point. I don't think we're getting what we. I don't think this. I don't know. Cinema ain't doing what it used to do. Hold on, I'm scrolling. It's because I got to go up. Apparently, a lot of people like this topic, sir. So I'm just throwing that out there. Davey knows what he's talking about.
He's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. Hannah says he's gorgeous. Louise says he's gorgeous. Chris says he's gorgeous. Thank you. It's my birthday tomorrow, by the way, everyone. Expect presents.
COJ says state of the cinema. And then let's see, Hannah jumps in and she says, state of the cinema, bring it on. Hey, I'm telling you, it's going to become a thing. It's a thing. Let's go. Let's make it happen. State of the cinema.
Don't blow his bloody brain because he's just going to be going on about this forever now.
Nah, man, I'm not D&J. I'm good. Good evening, Louise. All right, so so COJ says very weak. They are milked to death or they are butchering beloved IPs and classics. And then here we go. List of upcoming movies I am dying to see. Hannah chimed in with the list of upcoming movies I'm dying to see, just kids smaller and smaller, which is true. And then we have this one, which is very true. Top Gun Maverick being the only cinematic surprise.
I really thought it was going to be pilot. Like, I really didn't think that would be any good. And I'm normally pretty good when it comes to stuff, but I was like, no, you're 40 years too late. Nobody's going to be interested in aeroplane and flying around when we're full of superheroes who can do it without airplanes. But fuck, I was wrong.
And we were super wrong. Feel like Disney owning so many properties, they pushing all the biggest blockbusters that are a part of a larger universe, Star Wars, Marvel. Because of this, it's harder to find some of the gems. I mean, I can see that, but these companies just gotta stop being bitches and take the A24 route. You know, just drop your shit. Blames the cinematic universe. Let's see. I love this time of the year with the award season. So we'll have more to watch, but it's not movies I would have heard about before. Let's see. As they become more hidden, really looking forward to the menu, for example, but you hear less about the smaller movies. See, that's what I was talking about. The menu was another one.
With superhero movie, you literally don't hear any more about any other movie unless it's a superhero movie. To be honest,
CLJ made my point. 3 out of 30 or more. That's crazy. When I was going down that list, 3 out of that almost 30 names.
CLJ, do you two want to get a private room and go somewhere? Do you know what I mean? Because you're agreeing with everything you're saying. And I'm like,
because look, man, because I make valid points. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Let's see. CLJ. Hannah says, can't believe what I am saying this, but Davey is right. Man, I need to get some shirts that say Davey was right. The Irish Gym. Christ, my internet is acting up like crazy.
Thanks for telling us.
Movies are drying out in favor because of all the attention goes to these cinematic universes. Christopher CLJ says Davey is 100% right. The cinematic universes are milked and are boring. Jonathan agrees. Luis agrees with CLJ. CLJ says back then we had magazines. The Irish Gym says The Whale.
I bet he had loads of magazines and a lot of the pages are stuck together, but all right.
Super Clark says, I love Nope. Film was original. Yes, exactly. There's a bunch. I can make a top 5, but the thing is like a couple of years ago, like even to 2019, I think, the year that the Joker came out, a top 5 would have been a little bit complicated for me. A little bit. Yeah, I can see okay now. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's up in the toys. And I'm like, what the hell is that? She's actually stuck in between all the toys, sleeping. I thought it was going mental. What are you doing?
Let's see. Originality is being choked by franchises. It's getting force choked. Let's see what else. Indies are killing it, but they don't have the money like the pros does. Yeah, indie movies are amazing. Like, I mean, but again, trying to find these movies to watch them. Look at Terrifier. Terrifier did 40 plus his budget. I'm going to talk about that to the day it dies. Feel like movie makers are finding it harder to get their non-cinematic universes movies made, as those movies are guaranteed money spinners. Yeah, I was talking to a director about that. He was saying that it's kind of hard to get
Hellraiser.
Yeah, dang, dude, just dime me out. Why don't you? Anyway, also like No Man Land a year ago or so on. The Banshees of I heard about this movie, The Banshees of Innis, whatever. I've heard about that. Is it good?
Oh, I think he mentioned that to me the other day in a message.
Yeah. I've heard about this movie. It's like on the cover, it's like 2 dudes standing on a beach. I know what you're talking about. I love some really original ones. Seen it firsthand. I love Kevin Smith and his movie. Clerk 3 was only in my local picture cinemas, not at Odeon's, etc.
What happens with Kevin Smith movies, though? They're not really massive, wide releases with him.
Yeah, there's some movies that only get like small releases.
Kevin Smith, very rare. I think his biggest movie, and I don't know, hold me to this, I'm sure you'll know, Mike, is Dogma. Was that his biggest movie? I think. I don't know.
They blame COVID. They're blaming COVID as a red herring. Some of my favorite movies are indie movies. Love Troll Hunter a few years ago. It was Norwegian subtitles, but loved it.
I saw it. Believe it. I watched it with subtitles. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
What you read? Love Free for All. This is Call of Duty. This is a Call of Duty stream, right? That's funny. What? Yeah, sure. Mashup, man.
All right, that's my friend Richard. Yeah. When I say friend, it's somebody I know. I don't really like him because he plays Call of Duty with me and he keeps beating me, so we're not friends. But yeah, there's a new Call of Duty game out and I'm going to play it with him later and kick his ass.
Looking forward to Deadpool 3, though. Wolverine is back, baby. Happy birthday, Derek.
Thank you.
Derek.
Thank you. Somebody recognizes the talent and says something good. You know what? You're my favorite.
With so many streaming services available, also I think people are split for choice. So less people look to go to the cinemas as they
We are.
can.
We're
Too much at home.
saturated with choice.
Yeah, but
like,
I mean,
in this country, when I was a kid, there was 3 channels, three, and they all had adverts. Well, actually, one or anyway. The point is that whatever came on a Monday evening at 8 o'clock or a Saturday, that's all you had, and you had to watch the adverts too. Now, and it was a big deal to us when I was a kid. Oh my God, they're playing Superman or The Omen or whatever, any a horror film, Friday for all that. It was great, and I loved it. I missed it, but then now we have everything at a touch of a button. We don't even have video shops or stores anymore. Zero. So we are saturated, and we're spoiled for choice. Like, how many of you have gone through Netflix and spent 20 minutes to even longer just don't know, look there, I don't know, and you've just come off it and just don't watch it? Back in the day when you went to Blockbusters, you went there, you had to make a choice, and your choices was like and £3.50 for a couple of nights. So yeah, we're saturated. Things have changed.
nobody was awesome and thoroughly entertaining. This is blasphemy right here. Hannah says Nope was boring. I cannot believe you said that. COJ says next one going pro Del Boy.
Thank you.
Dumb.
Thank you.
Hannah, I'm starting. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I noticed that the people that don't like Nope didn't get it.
Yeah, me. I liked it. All right. He had to explain it to me and I'm normally pretty good with movies, right? And he had to explain that I missed this and I missed that and I missed this and I missed that. And I did actually like the movie because I like when it comes to UFOs and thrillers and like Signs. It had the feel of Signs, and I like Signs a lot, and I liked all that. I just didn't get the messages and the other bits and pieces and that, but I didn't find it boring. I just wasn't blown away by it. And now that I should rewatch it, knowing what I know, maybe I'll enjoy it more. Maybe you should give it another watch. Get Davey to explain it in detail, because if you have to have the film explained to you, then there's no point watching it.
You know, that was me with Mother. Like, I didn't get Mother the first time I watched it until
I never saw that.
somewhere. Yeah, you have to watch it with a biblical lens, or else you're not going to understand it. After I figured out the biblical thing to it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Let's see. Martin McDonough is a original storyteller in Grudges, 7 Psychopath. You know what? I have the second Psychopath. I still haven't watched it. What if?
That is brilliant.
Spoiled.
And In Bruges, by the way, I just stopped you there, but I'm just saying, In Bruges and 7 Psychopaths. That's a really good. That's a top film. Well done, Hannah. That's a good.
Looking
one.
forward to Indy.
Cool.
I got Nope. I just didn't care, and the characters were annoying. How are the characters annoying? I'm surprised. I thoroughly enjoyed Nope. It was pretty tight. And then, what do you guys think of Goodnight Mommy? The original or the remake?
Is that the one where it's there's a woman, she's all got bat and plasters
and there's like 2 little boys? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Is that good?
Are we talking about the original or the remake? Because I watched the original. I wasn't really floored by it, to be honest with you. It was okay. It was all right. I wasn't floored by it. So we've hit that mark. So we'll take quick 5-minute questions. If you guys have any questions to ask us about anything cinematic, you now have the floor to ask whatever you want. So for the next 5 minutes, we'll be taking questions. Go ahead and ask us anything about anything that you want. Cinematic wise.
If you want to know my address to send me a birthday gift, just inbox me.
You're really prostituting this birthday thing, aren't you?
I'm getting old. I'm not getting many presents anymore.
Yeah. I'll send you to Bangkok, Thailand. Yeah, you have fun. Let's see. Your first question pops up is, Del Boy, did you watch Disenchanted?
All right. So my hottie, what would you say, my top 10 of female actresses that I find really hot is what's her name from Lois Lane. It's kind of my freezing on me now, but you know, from Enchanted, the girlfriend, redhead from Enchanted. Oh, what's it called? From Lois Lane. She's on Man of Steel. What's her name, guys? Come on, it's gone out of my head. Amy Adams. I really like her, and CLJ knows that I like her a lot because he likes another redhead, the girl from Ron Howard's daughter from Jurassic World. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
dude, Ron Howard's brother is in the Ice Cream Man. That movie's fucking hilarious.
Well, you know, it's a little personal joke, but he said that I didn't watch it because as much as I like her, I don't think I'd be able to bring my just because she's nice and I think she's hot and she's a good actress. Don't know if I could bring myself to watch that, but thanks for saying it.
All right, let's see. Let's see. They are de-aging Harrison Ford for a part of it for Indiana
Yes,
Jones
I
5.
heard that. Yeah. So, but you know, there's probably just a flashback at some point, and they're gonna de-age him or something. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And
Super Clark
let's
asked
face
if I've watched Jaws yet.
of course not.
No, I'm currently watching Wednesday.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Best
Louise
Christmas movie of all time. Home Alone, dude. I think Home Alone.
Best Christmas of all time.
Home Alone, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Grinch. Damn, what else? Christmas movies. Krampus was fun as hell. I love that movie.
It's an awkward question.
Christmas movies like the Muppets Christmas special was dope as shit. I don't know. That's all I got. Like, there's not too many Christmas movies I'm fond of. Jingle All the Way was fun. I like Jingle All the Way.
So about 2 years ago, I'd done a video of my top 5 favorite Christmas movies.
Oh,
I can't remember what it is, so I better not say in case they're all different. But I will say, and a lot of people won't like this, but my favorite is it's not Die Hard. No, it's Santa Claus the movie.
Oh,
that's
the Robin.
my favorite.
What's his name?
Dudley Moore
with
and
Tim
all
Allen.
that. John Lithgow.
With Tim Allen?
No. It's older than that. It's John Lithgow, Dudley Moore. That kind of. I really liked it. I loved it since I was a kid. I was blown away. I really thought it was Santa Claus, and I loved it. I do like Home Alone. As an adult, watching it now, I think it's brilliant. I was at the age when it came out where I was like, "This is dumb." Now I'm older. I watch it and I'm like, you know what? It's actually it's got everything a Christmas movie should have. I do like A Wonderful Life, and I like Scrooge. You know the black and white one.
Yeah,
I like Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Okay.
And Die Hard, probably. I can't think of them all, but
hey,
yeah.
You know what's funny that you mention this? All right, so fun fact about Home Alone. So Home Alone, the people that made Home Alone tried to sue this French movie company because they said that they stole their idea, and it's called Deadly Games, Dial Santa Claus or some shit, Santa Claus or something. And it's this little kid with a mullet dressed up like Rambo trying to prevent this Santa Claus who went crazy that got fired and from killing him and his grandfather. It's actually a fun movie, dude. Like it's fun as hell. Like I had a lot of fun watching that movie. Check it out. The movie that they said is a rip off of Home Alone because the dude has like booby traps and all kind of crazy shit around the house to stop this killer from killing him and his grandfather.
Home Alone. There is something. There's a fan theory. You know, there's always fan theories and all that. And I know you've probably heard of this, but Home Alone's probably got one of my favorite. Is that Home Alone is the prequel to Saw. And you know what? I really love that idea. That's brilliant. I mean, the age difference, but you know the way he has it in for villains trying to break into his house. The way he's elaborate plans to hurt them all the way through is perfect. And he's got blonde hair. So yeah, great.
Miss T says Silent Night, Deadly Night. Punish. I'm actually meeting that guy next week. I've missed it. Kung Pao said, have we watched Black Adam yet? Nah, I haven't watched it. Deadwood has.
Yeah, I watched it. I liked it more than I thought it would be, but it was everything I thought it would be. It was just a bit better than I expected.
Luis Copeland says Wednesday is bro. You know what? I like this fucking show. It's actually pretty good. Del Boy's against seeing it because he doesn't like strong female leads. I just had to do that for fun. Nah, he didn't say that. But check it out. It's Garbage Day Part 2. That movie is fucking terrible. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is so terrible. I've never seen a movie that the first half of the movie is you rewatching the first movie. That's the craziest shit I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That was wild. Let's see. And it made me realize Kung Pao is the most epic and original movie of all time. Kung Pao Enter the Fist is fucking hilarious. That and what's the other one? Kung Pao Enter the Fist, and then what's the other one? Hey, do you remember the other one?
You know, there's nobody he's talking to. That's just a split personality. There's no one else.
I'm talking about split personality.
Where's he gone? He's gone all quiet. He's put it on. Can you hear us? Hello, hello. He doesn't want to hear his personal conversation on live. I don't even know if he knows that we're not there. Hello.
I know you're here, fool. Shut up.
Right.
What is it called? Shanghai Hustle or no? Something Hustle. What is it? Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle, yeah.
Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle and Kung Pao Enter the Fist are freaking hilarious, dude. I was crying watching those movies.
Have you seen another one called Shaolin Soccer or something like that?
Yeah, I heard about it. I didn't watch it though.
But yeah, Kung Fu Hustle's really good. It is really funny, but it's got some really good practical, and the Kung Fu is really good. Worst film of the year.
Ooh, that's a good one. Fuck, what was it? Hellraiser is going up there for sure. Hellraiser the remake is going up there for sure. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Damn, there was another bad movie this year.
I can't think you've got something. You know what? Why does he have to bring this up right now? Give us time to think. You know, I'll come back next week.
Worst film.
I didn't like Smile, and I didn't like Halloween Ends.
Oh, you know, hey, I didn't like Pearl. I didn't like Pearl. Sorry, I didn't like Pearl.
Pearl was pretty decent. I did not like Smile. It got on my nerves, and Halloween Ends.
Smile is a million times better than Pearl. I'm sorry, million times better than that. Let's see. Yeah. Ouch. I love Wednesday. Oh my god, I am so looking forward to Violent Night with the look, Hannah, forget Violent Night. Look up the trailer called something called Christmas Bloody Christmas. That shit looks interesting. COJ called it Kung Fu Hustle. Oh, it's terrible for sure. How could you possibly make a new movie from the same movie? Love that kind of Mad Hatter stuff. Split, Davey, I love it. Kung Pao is Disney. I heard you, Del Boy. The streaming is definitely killing cinema. Kung Fu Hustle is amazing. Stephen Chow is badass. I love Shaolin Soccer. Streaming has more original content now. I guess Jonathan's kind of backtracking on our stuff. Thor Love and Thunder was BS. Thor Love and Thunder was basura, homie. Who? Firestarter? Oh yeah, Firestarter was bad too, even though the soundtrack was banging. Damn. I gotta look at the list of movies.
I'll have to go through it. I can't even remember
maybe that'll be the subject for next week.
Maybe worst film of the year. You know what? I think
that's next week,
closer to the end of December, because we have to give some more movies some time to be the worst. Yeah, give the other ones.
I think so. Yeah. I think that's a good one. I think by the end of December we'll do a state of the cinema addressing the worst films and the best films. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right.
David, I think your redhead celebrity crush. Who is your? He's married. Redhead, and I think she's kind of a redhead sometimes, isn't she? So it's his wife.
Oh, my wife is my redhead celebrity crush. She has red hair.
There you go. Isn't she redhead? There you go. Yeah,
she's a redhead. She's my little Mary Jane.
You get people in trouble asking questions like that.
CLJ trying to get me assassinated on live.
I mean, yeah, he gonna be sleeping in the bushes soon if you say stuff like that.
Yeah, you're gonna be sleeping in the bushes.
You're gonna be sleeping. Get the hell out of here. Where's Davey at? He's sleeping in the bushes.
He's sleeping in the bushes.
His wife whacked him. He's sleeping in the bushes. But yeah, for people who don't know what we're talking about, sleeping in the bushes, Davey was doing his gangster impression earlier on, and he got it wrong and said the guy's sleeping in the bushes. And from now on, that's what it is: sleeping in the bushes.
Christopher CLJ says, "Sorry, Mrs. Davey." The Irish Jim says, "Wise guy."
Let me tell you, Davey's married to a lady called Tiffany, and she is such a nice person. She is lovely inside and out. I've only known her for a while, but she's just really nice. And so, if you don't want Davey sleeping in the bushes, say no more. Okay.
That's
See,
funny.
shout out to T, Miss T.
All right.
Cheers.
So, all right, guys, we had so much fun today. This concludes episode number 6.
You know,
of-
Miss T is giving him a dirty look there behind the camera. You better get off and but yeah.
Not even. You stupid.
Oh,
Nah.
see you later.
I'm trying to eat food. It's hot. It's hot in here. I'm trying to eat. I'm hungry.
Big up,
And then it got all quiet. You suck, bro.
big up to
Making
Tiffany.
everything all
Hannah
weird.
says. Yes, big up to Tiffany. Putting up with that anyway. Listen
Big
to
up to
that shit
Tiffany.
all day.
Yeah, she's
I mean,
you trying to get
imagine.
stabbed in here. No, I'm just nah, but yeah. So, is there any more questions?
Any more questions before
Any
we
more
go?
questions? Definitely agree. I don't get excited on theatrical releases anymore, except for the occasional one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get excited, but I put it down to me just being old and so many saturated things. Like if they go
Nah,
back,
man, there's movies that if Quentin Tarantino dropped the movie, said if Quentin Tarantino turned around and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm about to put out a movie next summer." You're telling me you're not going to look forward to it? Get the fuck out of here.
no, there was a handful, but just there was a time when, and you know, Quentin, you know, right? Give you James Cameron is one of my favorite directors. I'm not excited for Avatar 2.
Who's James Cameron? Who's
James Cameron, you know who I'm talking about.
Enunciate the J, sir.
James Cameron.
James.
What is the
James
slogan on
Cameron.
the t-shirt you're wearing?
Broly, sir. Dragon Ball Z. Thank you very much. What slogan T-shirt is Derek wearing next week? Oh, he's basically saying, I don't know what he's saying. What's she saying? Sorry,
I'm Batman. I'll be wearing Movie Mash next week. It's my birthday. Where's my present? T-shirt next week.
For real. James Cameron's James have to have. Look what COJ wrote. James Cameron is James half-wit brother. That was a good one. COJ is winning the fucking internet.
Go yourself. How you like that?
He's on a roll. He's on a roll.
He used to be one of my favorite on Movie Mash. You know what? That's it. We're not friends no more.
James Cameron.
He'd be like Clint Eastwood in Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge.
That's a good movie.
The movie. That was a great movie. That was a really good movie. Yeah. I was kind of skeptical about it at first, but that was a really good movie.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like you lot have run out of things to say. Well, mostly insulting me in my accent or my lack of. All right.
Don't take it too serious, mate.
Miss T is about to put someone in the bushes, yeah, and we better just call it there. By the way, need to talk about Michael J. Fox getting an Oscar. Okay, well, you know what? Just something I want to bring up with you guys.
Yeah.
If there's a subject this week that comes up that you would like us to address, something, because we need to check it all, put it in the comments and I'll read it. And if we feel like it's worth talking about, we'll put it up and we'll use that as a thing. Michael J. Fox we could bring up next week as well, because you know,
Michael J. Fox did get an award.
Yeah, it's a lifetime kind of. Is it a lifetime achievement thing?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, people, bring stuff up. Put it in the comments. If something happens this week that you've seen and you think it's important and you think something worth bringing up, put it in the comment and we'll use it as next week and we'll bring it up as well.
You guys also have homework to do. You guys, your homework is to find 5 people and invite them to come with you next week to next week's episode.
Honorary Oscar. Yes, Hannah.
Yes. 5 people. Find 5 people. Search and link them this damn video and have them come to our live stream next week. You guys got to bring 5 friends. Make it happen.
And if you don't, you know where you'll be sleeping, don't you?
Yeah, you'll be sleeping in the bushes.
I can't stop. That's just the best.
Did you get rid of the body? Yeah, boss, we did. We left him sleeping in the bushes.
You know, at the end of your videos, you have this film was bodied. Well, this film sleeping in the bushes. That's it. Anyway,
dude, if I do that, I'm gonna have to have like a Simpsons scene or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Sleeping in the bushes. I don't have 5 friends. Hannah, you're fucking lying. Go find 5
What do you mean, CLJ? Everyone on Movie Mash loves you. Yeah.
No, CLJ says it. Hannah says she doesn't have 5 friends.
Oh, right. Well, yes, you do. Don't be silly. Of course you do. She has 5 friends. I'm one of them.
CLJ says
Dave-
he has 5 guys. That's hilarious. Oh, the burger place.
I don't
CLJ,
know if that's what he
everybody
meant.
loves
I
you.
don't know if that's what he meant, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I
Don't
don't
say
know if
that,
that's what he
man.
meant,
Oh,
you know.
come on. You can
But, yeah,
don't put that blasphemy on CLJ's name.
I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Don't do that to
I've
my
lost
boy.
everything.
CLJ, we're brothers in arm. Don't do that.
I thought we were, but obviously, you know, redheads in arm sort of thing. But yeah,
Redheads.
looks like he's
You
got
have red hair?
five
Weren't
in
you a
arm.
blonde?
Huh?
Weren't you a blonde?
Was I a blonde?
Yeah, weren't you a blonde when you had hair?
I still have hair. I just told the barber to cut it like that. What's wrong with you? Yes, I was blonde-ish.
Blondish?
They call
Okay.
it dirty blonde. I was blondish, yeah.
Dirty
But anyway,
blonde.
I think we're just going to go around in circles. Everyone, I'm really glad we had a great evening tonight, and I'm glad to thank
Invite
Jonathan,
5
Hannah,
people.
Louise, Mike, and
CLJ, Miss T,
CLJ.
Tyler CLJ.
It's
No
gonna be
perp minded this week, damn it. Clark, who else? Kung Pao
Everyone.
came in. Seamus popped up on us. That's what's up. Let's see who else.
Seamus.
Giselle. And yeah, that's about it. That's
Giselle.
all I got.
Well, look, all of you guys, we wouldn't have been going this long only for you. So thanks for so much, and let's see you next week. And again, as he said, bring 20 people per person to the show.
Nah, not 20. Let's make it 5 and make it reasonable. 5 people. Help us grow. 5 people. Bring 5 people with you next week. That's your homework. Make it happen. But until next time, you are now exiting the Masters of the Cineverse. I hope you guys are having a magnificent day. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, his channel, and all the other things that are tied to our little universe.
Wish me happy birthday.
See you next week. Adios.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
See you all soon, you royal boobs. I can't wait.